Welcome back to the City League Grand Final.
Let's go now.
PM goes big dangerous into the back.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited about this. I've only came in last week, obviously, to cover the caster who had to go, but I'm very excited to cast the final. I was very much involved in the last season, casting I think pretty much all of the games that were played alongside Benelot, who sadly, like me, couldn't make it for this season. But from what I've seen, you and your co-caster have done a great job on this season, and I'm very much excited for this grand final that we have coming up today.
Yes, ECV Esports against Swordfish, Benyaluka, the current reigning. We are so excited. We actually just had the map veto come in, and it will be a best of 3. So first of all, ECV banned Nuke. They had the first pick. Then after that, Swordfish, Ben Vertigo. Quite obvious choices here. And after that, the picks came in. ECV picked Mirage, which will be the map we will be going for the first game. Swordfish picked CT side on that. Of course, I think the most preferred side when starting out on Mirage. Swordfish after that picked Inferno. They picked ECV picked T side, which might be a little unusual. People tend to pick CT side on that as well, but hey, it could be a tactic here. You know, if you got some rounds on T side, you know what you're working up against. You know the better side is coming. Who knows? Then ECV banned Train, Swordfish banned Dust 2, and that means if we go to 3 maps, Overpass will be our decider.
Well, it's very much possible that it goes to 3 maps, and I'm certainly hoping it does, so we get all of the CS:GO action that we possibly could here today, Veerless. And I'm very excited to see who becomes the victor of this battle now. Obviously, Swordfish Benjaluka going into it, being the favourites after winning the previous 2 seasons of this City League CS:GO, and they're on form. It's hard to say that they're not. So it's going to be a very hard game for ECV Esports, and I very much hope they do have some fight in them, so we can see some very intense and very hard-fought rounds of CS:GO.
Yeah, I actually talked with the guys of ECV today a little bit to get to know where they're standing. You know, did they got everything special in plan for this this match today? And I actually was quite surprised because I talked with them about a little bit because I didn't really knew them before this tournament. And they currently are playing. We're actually 4 stand-ins, which is because they are currently playing in a city, you know, and it's quite far away for some people. So not everyone can make it to play every week for this tournament. So they tend to focus on some other tournament. So 4 stand-ins here. So they don't have much planned. They just do, you know, the basic default, basic strats. Also, the more regular maps that everyone tends to play, so it's easier to get the team going. But they did told me that they come in very early today to prepare themselves and get some maybe some special strats coming out. to maybe hopefully surprise Bengaluca a little bit here, because this is do or die here tonight. I'm currently seeing some replays from last week, some very cool ones. Here, Ice Cold with the pistol and then missing the knife after it. That was sure a highlight of the game. And this map even went to overtime. It was so tight last week, and ECV did make it. Up Lions, it was so incredibly close, and now we will be seeing one of the best teams here that have ever competed in the City League. ECV won I think it was the first 2 seasons, but then they were away for a little bit. Swordfish could take over, and now it's pretty much the champions versus each other here tonight.
Yeah, and as you said, it's going to be a very close game, but them both being champions in the past, and I'm very excited. I really am, and I just can't wait to get into the game. I can't wait. It's going to be so good. I'm hoping to see some big plays. Last week we've seen, I think in the last game that I cast last week, we seen an ace come out from Swordfish Banjaluka. And I know that we're going to see some more, and I really can't wait for it. I think we've got all of the players in the server now. We're just waiting on both teams to ready up, and we'll be getting into this first game on Mirage.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, come on, let's go.
I see all these replays. I'm so hungry for the game now. Yeah. I'm very excited. So, who do you think will take this first map?
So the first map, I've seen Banjaluka play it many, many times, and I know how well that they mesh as a team on this map. I know that Marco and Simon will, and also Izuo, will all just go crazy whenever they want to on this map. And I have a feeling that that's going to give them the edge, just those solo plays coming out from those individual players that are just going to be able to wipe ECV esports off the map, and it's really going to be exciting.
Yeah, if we take a look at last week, they also played Mirage against Gen Giants, which was still pretty close. It ended up being a 16-12, and Izuo, Simon, and Marco were just like this power trio that just stuck together and just didn't let anything slip away. Like Izuo at 34 frags, which was a hell of a lot, and Simon and Marco on both maps they played that didn't get below 20 frags. They just performed time after time, and I have no doubt they will do the same here tonight.
Oh yeah, it's like if you might go to the City League website and be able to look at some amazing stats that actually have come on from this season. So if you go to the schedule, the CS:GO season standings, and go to the top 10 players, you can see who has performed out in the entire league, who has performed the best. So you can easily see why both of these teams are in the final. Yeah. You've got 4 players from ECV in the top 10, and then also 4 players from Swordfish Banjaluka in the top 10, cementing their position in this final and showing why they should be champions.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if we look at ECV, for example, if we take a look at more their the top players, we've got Daxi, who has been insane and performing really, really well lately. And Lucky actually performed really well last week. He might not have had much impact throughout the whole season, but Lucky did perform and he showed us really what he can do. And there's also TJ. I think TJ was also in that list you were just talking about. He was quite high up there. Lots and lots of frags, lots of impact. And Hardy player, even though he's not always, top fragging or anything, I've got the feeling like his positioning and he just plays very, very smart. He's actually officially the coach for ECV. You can just see it. Maybe he's not, the best of the best, but his reads and the impact he has and the info he will get for like his team is so useful for all the plays, and it's just really great to see that whole team just comes together, even though it might not be their official roster. So that's really great to see.
Well, it may not be their official roster, but I think you said that Lucky is the only actual player in official player of ECV.
that's
but
true.
the thing is, the two top players in terms of frags this season have been TG and Dax. So now that gives me a lot of hope for this final. If those two players both show up along with the rest of the team, then this is going to be a very close series between Swordfish Banjaluka and ECV Esports. And it's going to... I think we're having a little bit of issues with the eBot right now, so we're just doing a quick server restart, hopefully, and then we'll be into the game shortly. All of the players have not been happy as to what's been going on in chat, as I've seen, so hopefully we'll be getting into it shortly. eBot does sometimes like to have a little play around and troll a server admin, so to say. We had it in, I think, week 2 of last season, and me and my co-caster ended up talking for 45 minutes just waiting for things to be fixed. It was quite funny, but
they're currently trying to fix it, but I'm not sure if it will be like fixed immediately, so it might be good to go to a little break.
Probably best to do that quickly, just whilst this issue gets fixed, and I'm sure we will be back with you shortly, so hang in tight, go grab a drink, get all relaxed, and we shall be back shortly.
Welcome back to the City League Grand Final.
Let's go now.
PPM goes next, big dangerous into the back.
Hanging by a thread, hung upon all the words you said, breaking free from this conformity that you force on me. Everything I do is one big show. It's about damn time that I take control. Put me under a microscope and watch me take control. What's this? I finally read this helplessness. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down, so I'm gonna turn it all around. And and dear God, save my soul 'cause it is flawed. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down, so I'm gonna turn it all around. Upside down. Upside down. Gonna turn it all around. Upside down. Don't tell me that I need saving. Finally awake and living. Yeah. The pressure inside was building. I felt under attack, and now my mind's attacked. And I've chosen my path. I've chosen my path. What's this? I finally read this helplessness. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down, so I'm gonna turn it all around. And and dear God, save my soul 'cause it is flawed. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down, so I'm gonna turn it all around. Upside down. Upside down. Gonna turn it all around. Upside down.
Everything changes.
Life. Life.
Welcome back to the City League Grand Final.
One, two, three, four.
Let's go now.
The TPM goes next big dangerous into the back.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the City League Grand Finals. We're finally ready to start this hell of a match off. ECV Esports heading off against Swordfish Benyaluka, the current reigning. They're already packed up in the server. We see all the players preparing themselves. Benyaluka here is a little dark. They even increased like that. We have seen the LEDs before, but today's extra special. It feels like. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing a very very good match today. It will probably be like so incredibly close, and I can't wait to see what will be happening.
Oh, it's going to be a great matchup, as we were saying before the break. There's been some very good players this season of the City League, and a lot of them are in this server right now, and they're going to be performing on your screens for you all in the chat soon. Chat, one question to you all: what are your predictions for this match that is coming up? Are you backing ECV Esports Alphen, or are you backing Swordfish Banjaluka? Now, Veerless, I know you asked me what my prediction was for this game, but what is your prediction?
Okay, yeah, there's a difference between what I want and what I think. let's just keep it that way. No, but actually, wait, let me see when the last time ECV played on Mirage. Yeah, okay, they did play against Emerald Lions. Ended up being not that close. It was 16-4, so I'm not sure if that's like a very fair comparison. If I would like look at the performance of Benyaluka, I think they had like last game I think they had a tougher opponent. Oh, it's so tough. I've got a feeling. I think ECV can take this one, but I've got a feeling Inferno will be the one for Swordfish.
Well, it seems that chat are going on the side of Banjaluka, so with what we've seen in the past, it's very understandable that the predictions do go that way, and I'm very hoping that we do actually get some sort of contest coming out between these two teams. And we've got all 10 players in the server, and hopefully we shall be starting shortly. Yeah, it's like we've said many times now, it's going to be an exciting game. There's going to be many big plays, many big clutches, hopefully a couple of aces, maybe even some knives coming out.
Ooh, that would be very spicy.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, last week I think we only saw one ace. Like we were kind of waiting for it the whole night, and finally it came in like one of the last maps we saw that evening. So who knows? Maybe a tougher opponent. Who knows what can happen? Yeah, we will be hopping into the server. Oh, someone's shaking the webcam. Are they partying already? I'm not sure what's going on. No, probably just fixing the angle, but yeah. So for the people that don't know, our first map that we will be seeing today is Mirage. After that, we will be going to Inferno. That is Swordfish's pick. So first off, the pick for ECV. After that, Swordfish pick. And the decider match is Overpass, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm like, when are we gonna jump in the server?
Well, hopefully shortly. Like I said before, Ebot likes to troll, so sometimes it likes to take its time and just make everyone's life a living hell.
Oh yes.
So
we're on the edge of our seats right now.
just waiting, just slowly, just let it all sink in, get it all ready for the match, get yourselves all nice and, like I said before, relaxed, get yourself chilled out, and
oh, here we go.
Hopefully we're starting shortly.
We at least see the server now.
Yeah, we see the server.
That's good.
That's a start.
Still warm up. They're trying to start the match.
The bot just doesn't want to let the teams ready up. So I think our server admin is trying to force a start from the actual.
It's still not
bot
looking
itself.
good. Look at all the amounts of guns that are laying on the ground. Yeah.
I say we just let this warm up be the game, you know.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so we see Marker here. He's looking and peeking around, and Simon is following him up with his Glock. And yeah, okay.
no, it looks like we're gonna have to go through a break again because this the bot
Yeah.
just doesn't really want this game to actually start. It's a grand
Yeah.
final. There's gonna be shenanigans. There's gonna
Yeah.
be issues.
Sadly.
So yeah, we're gonna go to a break once again, and hopefully we'll be back shortly. Stay here,
Yeah.
guys. Stay with us. We'll be back soon.
Welcome back to the City League Grand Final.
One, two, three, four.
Let's go now.
The TPM goes next big dangerous into the back. Welcome back to the City League Grand Final.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's go now.
The TPM Dogs makes things dangerous into the back.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the City League Grand Finals of CS:GO. We are here tonight for the match ECB Esports versus Saltfish Benyaluka in a best-of-3 grand final. We are extremely hyped.
I'm having a little bit of deja vu. I feel like we've done this twice before now.
Yeah, maybe we did.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
had a lot of issues with the eBot, but things appear to be working now. We're getting players into the server, and we shall hopefully be starting shortly. Apologies for the delays. There's nothing
Yeah.
really much that can be done about it, but our production team are working very hard to make sure everything is working smoothly behind the scenes for you all. Now, again, Veerless, this game is just going to be so hyped and so tense, and
Oh, yeah.
I really can't. I've been waiting over an hour to get this started now, and it's
But
just
finally,
it
it
will
be
it will be
happening.
finally starting, and
yes.
can't wait.
So for the people that are just tuning in, this is a best-of-3, and they already did the map veto. First map we will be seeing is Mirage. Secondly, Inferno, and the decider will be Overpass. This is ECB's map pick. And Saltfish picked the CT sign on it, of course, the more preferred side. So we will be see how they will be going off against this. Oh, this is so exciting. I can't wait.
Hopefully, we won't have to wait too much longer. We do have 8 players currently in the server, just waiting on the last 2 to join, and then we should be going
Ready.
live.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as we were saying before the couple of breaks we've had, there's about 8 of these players in the top 10 players for this season. So it shows exactly why they should be in this final and why they should even be competing to become champions. Obviously, Swordfish Benyaluka being reigning champions for the previous 2 seasons. And I think you said before, Veerless, that ECV won the first 2 seasons of the City League.
Yeah.
So champions going up against champions. Now, this is going to be a match that you do not want to miss, and I'm very, very much hoping that we do see some big players coming out from the star players of both teams, the likes of TJ, the likes of Izuo, the likes of Marco. All of them are big hitters when they want to be, and all of their individual plays are amazing. But what tops it all is the team play that comes out from both of these teams. And I can't wait.
Yes, this will pretty much decide who will be like the top team in like the City League of all time. Like, you know, ECV Esports, they participate in the first 2 seasons, which is now 3 seasons ago. About, you know, this is season 6. And Benyaluka, they won the last 2 seasons, seasons 4 and 5. But during those 2 seasons, ECV was not there. So now we finally get the show off we've been waiting for. And this is pretty much do or die.
It's actually quite hilarious right now. The teams have discovered that team killing is on in the server, so they're just killing each other endlessly. It's like, I'm just watching it on my other monitor. They're all just going to town on each other. Oh, it's hilarious.
Right.
I guess that's one way to get warm up.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, headshots are headshots if it's like your teammate or not.
And it appears that we are now live, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully the game should be coming up on your stream right now. There we go.
Here we go.
So
Round number 1, Swordfish Benyaluka versus ECB Esports. We saw a nice knife kill already coming in on the ECB side. Or not knife kill, but a knife stab, I would say. So Lucky is already minus 30 health here. And it seems like they will be going for a B push. They're going quite slow. Taking their time, and there's a player holding the flank. They will soon have to come along, and that's Cobra here with the first, the second. Will he get the third? Oh, he connects, and he almost hits the fourth. It's insane. He does get traded, but it's actually 2-on-2 now. Daxi and TJ made it work, and they can now get the bomb down on the site. It's now waiting, playing a little slow. Obviously, peek coming. The double peek gets Marco. Now it's on to Simon. Last player alive here for Swordfish. And this is it. Oh, he can't do it. It's ECV winning the pistol round of the first match. Oof.
Now, it is very surprising that round actually went the way of ECV Esports.
Yeah.
Cobra getting 3 early kills on the site, but his teammates couldn't capitalize on those 3 kills, and therefore
And almost a 4.
losing the round for Swordfish Banjaluka. And now we see ECV going into this round with a half buy, couple of AKs, mostly SMGs, and a little bit of utility armor across the board, and they're just going for a default split right now, just split across the board, hoping to get maybe a couple of early frags, going for the anti-eco round, trying to not give up any of those guns. Nice little engagement there onto Simon with TJ in the Palace position, but Daxia here now playing for information towards the B apartments and spots out one towards the van position. That bomb currently sat towards T-Spawn as the Hardy player now pushes into A, gets a nice pick onto Marco. Does he spot a second in dark? He spots him, flicks back and takes out Simon, but Izio gets the refrag onto him as Ice Cold picks up Swordfish in mid. Now with the bomb actually moving towards B apps, and there's only one player here, but oh, this could be big from Izio, who's coming in from underpass, leaving Cobra on the site alone, gets the dink onto Lucky, but goes down sadly, and Izio could get a free gun out of this, but Ice Cold turns around just in time, and ECV take round 2.
Yeah, that was quite sad. I thought Izzo might have been a little faster than that. It was just a little too late and he missed his shot. Kind of sad. But look at this. M4's coming out for Swordfish now. Some utility, maybe not as much as they would like to, but it's definitely something to work with. And ECV here are still currently on 2 Mac 10s. But we all know those can still be very deadly. Oh, smoke already coming in on mid. It's just going to push it very carefully and slowly. But there won't be anyone currently there. He's trying to clear it. But look at this. The T's are coming in on A. Someone gets the first, but the rest are all out of ramp. And he gets Ice Cold through the wood, actually. Almost gets a third. Lucky's now down to 70 or 57 HP. And now it's Maka here in connector. He's trying to slowly come in, wait a little bit for his teammates. One coming in from Palace, one from CT, and work together. The bomb is planted quite in the open, and this would probably mean that at least the player is on ramp, and he's correct. There's one Tetris, one ramp. He's trying to clear it out. He's got a feeling. He knows there's now one Tetris. Oh, he gets a leader, but he's down. Oh, and now Cobra tried his very best, but he couldn't get it done. It's TJ closing around here for ECV Esports.
Yeah, and like we said before the match, TJ, one of the hard hitters for ECV Esports, already on 5 kills to 0 deaths, and seems to be a tactical timeout coming up from Swordfish Banjaluka. They're already feeling this game isn't going their way, and they need to take that timeout and discuss what's gone wrong for them in those first 3 rounds. Like, from what we've seen of Swordfish Banjaluka, they are not used to losing rounds consecutively. They always will at least pull 1 or 2 back every 2 rounds. But so I think this might be rattling them a little bit. I don't think they've really been challenged this hard by a team so far in the City League.
Yeah, this will be their most tough game thus far, for sure.
So they'll probably be sat there now just discussing what they want to do, whether they want to buy up some pistols or what sort of play they want to take into this round. They could, go for the typical up mid rush and potentially play off a pick or two there, get a weapon, and then fall back and hold sites. But we won't know until the round starts, and it will be very interesting to see what they do. And I really hope they do actually go for a nice quick push, because that might be what they need in this situation. They've given ECV Esports a lot of time in these first 3 rounds to get themselves situated and set up for the pushes that they've then executed and won the round with. So we'll see where this round goes.
Yeah, pistol here coming in for Swordfish. Some deagles. We've seen people do some great work with the deagle here before. So who knows? Some anti-ecos definitely favored Swordfish sometimes, so.
And we're going to now be getting back into the round. You see those 3 Desert Eagles coming out on Idzio, Cobra, and Simon. Idzio, very, very well known for being very good with that Desert Eagle, and then a 5.7 and a P250 on the remaining Maka and Marco. This is quite a fast push coming out from ECV. They've gone straight towards the B apartments. Already stopped though and giving no sound cues away. And here's that mid push that I called from Swordfish now. Simon actually gets 2 flashes off and catches a couple of the ECV players off, and TJ just running in with that Mac 10 and wiping Izzio's head off. And they might, if they hear the sound cue of the plan, oh no, they did not. And just Marco now left on short. Maybe hoping to catch a player out on the rotation away. Spot's ice cold out, but we don't expect much from him here as Ice Cold takes another head to add to his tally.
Yeah, it's looking very good now for ECV. I mean, it was an eco, so. But look at this. The first ARP of the game will come up for Marco here. ECV still not choosing to buy up, at least for the Mac 10s. Still going to use it as long as they can. Build up the economy, and here we come. Yet another fast B, and this is an actual full-on rush here. Molly's coming in flashes. Molly coming in return from Cobra. He's trying to catch Ice Cold, but look at this. They actually blinded him. And actually a need now from Maka against harder player, and this is now a 4-on-3, especially in favor of Swordfish here. But they will have to retake the site. TJ holding the smoke in case anyone pushes. Marco is also holding, but no one is moving. And here is Itsuo coming up through the apartments. Will Lucky spot him in time? That's a question. He will do. Doesn't get the kill yet, and now he gets the Charisma Petrol. It's all on Marco with the AWP. He's on the side. He has to do it. Doesn't get the 30, misses his shot. And time is running out, and there is Dax with the headshot. And that's a 5th round now for ECV.
Yeah, the quick play kind of caught Swordfish Banjaluka off guard there, and even after the bomb went down, we still had Simon who was holding stairs near connector on A, and that rotation came in very slowly, which I feel very much hindered the actual retake of the CT side in that situation. As we see ECV Esports have gone back to their default, splitting across the map and hoping to play for a pick or two, knowing that Swordfish Banjaluka are back on the eco. And surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, but ECV have actually upgraded now to all AKs, and the economy for their side is looking very good right now, and their lead is looking extremely good. 5 rounds to nothing, and Daxia just wiping Maka out, not even giving him a chance, and he's just walked into an empty B bomb site. This is just going to be an easy round for ECV right now if they just get the bomb and rotate away and get that bomb down. But TJ he's not even showing any remorse, just peeks out of Palace, wipes out Simon there, and just Swordfish don't know what to do right now.
No.
They're a bit lost for words, so to say, but lost for strats, I'd guess. We see Izuo now pushing towards ramp and TJ. What are you gonna do there, Izuo? Come on, nice try. another round
It's hard.
for ECV.
Yeah. They're gonna try yet again, but if they lose this round, they will be reset very, very hard. It will be very difficult. And imagine, like, usually the CT side here is the preferred side, and they still got 0 rounds, but they do have now a double up setup. This time for Marco. Marco's now actually 36 HP already. And he's holding the smoke. Oh, Marco's actually holding the smoke. Ooh, he almost spotted player. But look at Hardy player. He gets a double frag now on mid. And yeah, this is already looking very promising from ECV here. Someone's actually going to push ramp for info. Doesn't spot anyone, and that means they can just hopefully keep the 2 players on B. But look at this. The bomb is in T-spawn. It's going towards ramp. Simon is close. He gets a kill now, and he unfortunately can't. This means yet again empty site, and in this case, Swordfish might consider saving. They got nothing. ADL PP and an M4, util kit, armor, everything. You don't want to lose this at that point. I think Marco here is gonna go for a nice extra. Actually, Cobra picks up the op of his teammate Marco, who died on short. So they can both save it on the B side. Maybe get an exit here or there. But yeah, so far, very, very solid performance from ECV. They shot down everything with the fast pace. Oh, Holly Player is gonna see if he can enter the side. He got a feeling they're here. He's right. He makes a step. He's trying to bait out a shot, maybe. But nothing's happening. Everybody's just sitting tight. And they will save the 2 ops.
Another easy round coming out from ECV Esports. They're not looking like anything's going to stop them right now, and this has surprised me. I came into this game thinking that Swordfish were going to almost wipe the table with them from what I've seen from Swordfish, but ECV have proven me wrong, and I'm actually quite pleased about that, but I'm hoping that Swordfish do actually come up with something to counter this team right now, so we do get to see some more Counter-Strike as Marco now gets 2 kills, and Simon pops in, and Marco with a 3rd, and Simon almost gets the 5th and last player of ECV, and TJ eventually does go down, but he does take down 2 of Swordfish Banjaluka, and that economy is actually going to make a huge difference now, because Marco has basically no money and has to be dropped by his teammate, and the economy for Swordfish is still terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty much only Itsuo that has some sort of money in the bank. But yeah, if you look at ECV here, 2 players above 10,000. Oh, and it's a very aggressive mid play now. They already got 1 player. Oh, and Simon lines them up. That's a 3rd now for Simon here on mid. 76 HP. Does get traded here by Escort through window, and wow, that was a very, very fast first bit of the round here. And TJ now is looking to go towards A. His teammate is up in connector. Ice Cold, and they will probably split A. Oh, Ice Cold that makes some noise. That will mean probably TJ will have to maybe hurry up a little bit. Muck is here in Sandwich. You know someone might be pushing connector. Where is the other player? He's looking towards ramp, doesn't spot anyone. But that's because TJ might be closer than he thinks, and that's Maka now gone. They got the A site, and this will mean that Swordfish will have to do. They have to go for this. The bomb hasn't been planted yet, and Marco has the angle. And now it's ticking. The bomb is down. And the work is coming in. Cobra! Oh, he spots TJ, but TJ has an insane reaction. And that leaves just a Marco here for the clutch. He's on the CT. He'll jump on the box. Still no player to be spotted. Smoke coming in on the bomb. And yeah, this is do or die here. He's not spotting anyone. He's just got to go for the defuse. He can't even find the bomb. Shots are coming in. Will Marco even get this? Oh my god! And he makes it out alive. Okay. Well, That was very lucky. I thought that was really going to go for ECB here.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that was
wow.
a great round from ECB to even get into that bomb site there after losing 2 early frags. Three early frags early on from Simon in the mid position, but they managed to retake the lead. But Marco doing an amazing ninja defuse in that smoke and taking that round away from ECB as Simon gets a nice pick on in Palace, but Daxia coming straight back in with a refrag onto Idzero on the short position, and Cobra now in this ladder position could actually catch out Lucky if he decides to push his short, and Lucky is now moving forward. Cobra, a couple more steps and Lucky is in your crosshair, and that flashbang could be everything. And it is everything as Lucky takes out Cobra with ease. Only losing 8 HP in that encounter for Lucky there. And Marco, what is that peak? What are you doing? Wow. As the bomb now goes down, being planted by Daxia, as this retake is now on a 3v3, all players on full HP, and still some utility left on the Swordfish Banjaluka side. Marco has everything he could ever need as Maka goes down to 44 HP and an engagement with Daxia. He hits Ice Cold through the box. He's still spamming it. A little nudge. Maka actually comes in. Oh no. Marco now to clutch it out once again for the Swordfish Banjaluka side. Just Daxia left on the van position. Puts the smoke down, but it doesn't bait out Daxia.
No. I thought, was he going to go for, like, for the ninja again? And this time, you see, he decided not to. Maybe thinking ECB would, think it's a trap and he would do it again. But no, they weren't fooled. So that means 8 rounds now for ECB. And yet another nice, maybe a mid-push coming in. Bomb still drops at, like, apartments, bottom apartments. Spread out, 1-3-1. Ooh, it actually already spots multiple players here. He's very patient. He is 18 HP though, so he needs to be very careful. He knows there's a player jungle and a player towards the CT area. Whoever wants to peek, but he's denied that with the Molotov, and Itzwo has a perfect position here. He spots Hardy player, was just walking onto catwalk here, and now he knows this player is in out. Going out, that's the first. It's Simon down actually from TJ. And Lucky is now heading back and running. And ooh, Itzwo was trying to actually go and peek mid, but look at this. Daxia was still in the ladder room. And that means Cobra's thinking they will return to A. He might be right here, because there's 2 players towards jungle. 1 player coming in from He's peeking it. Oh, the teams are hearing it and they peek, and that it means the end of Cobra. Whew. Yeah. That was very unfortunate. He thought there was nobody there, but then look at that. They were all around him.
Yeah, ECV doing extremely well to get back into it after losing those 2 rounds, but as we can see, Daxia and TJ both showing up in this match, 15 and 12 frags respectively, and Daxia actually having 5 MVPs in this match so far, and just showing exactly Swordfish Banjaluka exactly what he wants from this matchup, and that is to be champions of the City League Season 6, as Simon and Idzero both get nice early picks, but Idzero is then taken out by the Hardy player. All of this going on towards mid, and the bomb is still down towards the T-Apps position, and we're going to see now, it looks like a rotation from the Hardy player now rotating towards that A ramp position. It's going to be an A split as TJ goes down to Maka in Palace. And now it seems Maka has a bit of a read on this. He knows somebody's going to be coming from connector and he calls it, but Simon can't get the kill. ECV take this bomb site again. They don't show any remorse. They don't show any sort of respect to Swordfish Banjaluka. They just say, I want this site and I'm going to take it. As Ice Cold takes down Marco in response to the frag onto a Hardy player from Cobra. But Ice Cold knows exactly where Cobra is, but Cobra has no idea where Ice Cold is. He knows he's on the bomb site as the bomb goes down, and he Still, that grenade does a nice chunk of damage towards Cobra, and Ice Cold now rotating into a nice post-plant position for that bomb that has been planted. Now Cobra coming in from stairs. He has no idea where Ice Cold is, and that's an easy frag and an easy round for ECV. Once again, just Swordfish really struggling in this matchup so far.
And the money is weak yet again. They will buy armor and a pistol, some util here and there, but just Marco is here gonna stay for the ARP next round. He did buy a Zeus. Who knows what that can do? Yeah, ECV pull by here. This is looking to go ECV's way, and actually now he's gonna resmoke. I'm not. Oh no! Ice Cold gets Marco here. That's very, very unfortunate. And the T's are now all over pretty much the map here. They got great mid control. Trying to get back towards the A position and leave Ice Cold on mid to clear out connector once they have arrived. Not much util left for Endo, just a flash, but do great work. And here comes Hardy Player. He's up close ramp. But there is a player sandwich. Itsuwa likes to play a sandwich. I've seen him in this position now, I think 2 or 3 times. Ooh, Ice Cold looks away, looks behind him, and that leaves Maka to clear out. Dexter here gets 2 kills on both Itsuwa and Maka, and they have the side once again. Simon is probably looking to save his AK here. Oh, he does get a frag. Might get an opportunity, and Cobra gets the 1D. Well, they have to go quite fast. They got no kids, and they actually clears Simon now. Easy frag for him. He will rotate off to mid. So player naps. Cobra knows, but he doesn't know where the second player is. He's clearing firebox, clearing everything. He might be jungle. He's tapping the bomb. Who will peek? And TJ knows he's not on it anymore. He will just bait him out, and that will leave Cobra to save his AK. And the round will be won by ECV once again.
Yeah, actually, the the engagement where I was on about Marco at the start of the round, he actually had a Zeus and missed the shot onto Ice Cold, and therefore resultantly lost his life.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate.
So now Swordfish actually have a bye again going into this 14th round. And Simon gets a nice spot onto the Hardy Player and gets a perfect flash from Itsuo from that short position. But currently there's 4 T's running into this B bomb site, and Cobra has to deal with it alone. He gets TJ, and Itsuo actually gets a collateral onto both Lucky and Ice Cold, leaving just Daxia on the site, and Swordfish, due to the heroic shot of Itsuo, take that round. That's amazing. I hope we caught that as for a replay, because that would be lovely to see.
That was really great. Yeah, finally we got Swordfish with another round. 3 rounds now for them. And Marco will be peeking ramp. These will be spreading out throughout the map here. So I'm spraying a little bit through the smoke. Not really connecting. And there's lots of early aggression. Now look at this. Daxi now gets Marco. And TJ has control of Palace. Not really peeking, but look at this. There is a player actually coming towards him. If you'll take a look at the minimap. Maka is actually going away once again, sadly. And this is very crucial now, mid-round. Molly's util coming in. Where do the T's go now? Oof, this might make things difficult for ECV here. Ice Cold goes down. Still looking to go towards A. And Flash is coming in return from Swordfish. Ooh, I think... Simon? What were you doing there? You missed all of your shots here. Actually, your Hardy Player is 4 HP at the moment. But that was very crucial. If you would have hit that instantly, the retake was much possible. And actually, oh, it's now a 2-on-2 if when Cobra gets 2 kills on hard play, and actually TJ is only 22 HP. And look at this, Itsuo! He clears it out with a double kill, and that's actually the first half done. 4-11 in favor of ECV.
I was very worried that coming out of that smoke then that Itsuo was not going to notice TJ to actually to his left. And luckily, after he takes TJ out on the site, he spins and actually gets the kill on to the remaining Swordfish Banjo player.
That was I was very scared for him there, but
it looks like we're having a small break as Lucky had to actually just disconnect and reconnect to the server. Must have been having an issue, but he's back in now, and hopefully we'll be getting unpaused. And Ice Cold has also left the server. I think they might be having some issues on the ECV esports side right now. So
not again. Oh no,
it's team issues. It's not our issues. So hopefully it'll be fixed soon.
Great.
Now Cobra's left the game. I'm very confused. Oh, technical timeout. Okay, a lot of people seem to be having issues. Cobra and also Ice Cold have both left the game currently. So.
Yeah, I see a player loading the map.
let's talk about that first half then, Veerless. So, what do you think has gone wrong for the Swordfish Banjaluka side?
Oh, they just don't know how to deal with the fast pace of ECV. Like the first, what was it, 5 or 6 round? It was just pretty much like a full-on, some were like full-on rush B, and some were more like contact, but then just burst out. And for some reason, they just had no way to counter it. And they were like, yeah, it's working. Why not do it again and again? It just keeps on working. So it took them quite some time to break that and get back in the game. I think that was very, very hard for them in the beginning.
Production, by chance, do we have that replay of Itsuo's collateral by any chance?
Oh, yes.
If we do,
I would love to see
it again.
Well, there's some replays here. Maybe it will be at the end because it was more towards the end of the first half. Hopefully maybe. Indeed. Yeah. Oh, this 3K here from Simon as well. They lined up perfectly, and then he gets the third, which was really a round they needed. And the ninja, of course, from Marco. I thought that round would really go for ECB, but a ninja does magic.
It's been a great first half for ECV Esports.
Yes, they are looking very, very strong. Oh, here's the last kill that ended the first half.
Yeah, sadly the Itsuo replay wasn't in there, but I'm hoping we'll get to see it again at some point soon.
Yeah, maybe at the end of the game. Who knows?
We're going to be getting into the second half now with ECV Esports on the CT side. Let's see what Swordfish can actually do going into this second half.
Yeah, so here we see the team's actually quite spread out. 2 on A, 3 towards B, with the bomb heading their way as well. And Ice Cold gets the first in on Itsuo. He was in Palace, but yeah, he just gets deleted. And actually a player here from Swordfish shows himself on TT, and that's hard. A player here with a stronghold on B gets 2 kills. Ice Cold gets a third, and that means it's just Marco now to get in some sort of way to bomb down, but it's all the way up towards bench. This is looking quite impossible here for Marco. Who knows what he can do, but in this way, with all the crisp headshots that have been coming up from ECV, I wouldn't say this is particularly easy. And here goes Marco's jumping. And that's Lucky here with the last. And that means the pistol rounds, now twice, will go to ECV.
Sorry about going quiet there. I had an issue on my CSGO. I had my scoreboard was stuck on my screen, so I was very confused. But
that's fine.
Straight into the second round of the second half now, and ECV going straight with a buy on the CT side. Couple of rifles across the board and full utility for most players, and a lot of it getting used early on to gain some nice early map controllers. Itsuo takes down Lucky in mid. with a nice early frag with the Desert Eagle, and TJ gets one straight back onto Marco. TJ taking that nice frag and taking away a little bit of that mid control from the Swordfish Banjaluka side. As now Itzero picks up the bomb, and it looks like it's going to be a B take. It looks like they might just go in there and try and get some heads with that couple of Desert Eagles that they have there, but we do have the Hardy player in this boost up position on the bomb site, and now he's going to spot out Simon, and that's an easy kill. I don't know what Simon was trying to do there. I think he thought he was hidden, but the Hardy player had his number, had his head, and had his life. As the Hardy player gets all 4 on that B bomb site and makes it another easy round for the ECV Esports team.
Yeah. Even though, you know, they might not have had arm or anything, that was still looking very, very strong for a Hardy player. Player that's maybe not used to fragging as much as the others, but that was looking very, very clean. So now, first bite coming up for Swordfish in this half, and they're actually going towards mid. There's 3 players there. Oh, a little spray coming in. Simon is now tagged up to 49 here. Lucky will get away, and actually he's also quite low. He gets tagged. What? Look at this. Swordfish down to 3 players. And at this moment, they're all on mid. Bomb is still on T-spawn. Probably a player needs to collect it. And they're gonna boost up in the window. Seems like. No, okay. It's Makeda gonna be boosted up. I thought they kind of looked kind of confused who was going. And oh, there's a player so close behind him. It's Lucky. And Lucky spots Maka first, and this is all falling apart once again for Swordfish on their first actual buy. So, yeah, right now the bomb is actually still in spawn. They're just trying to get a pick. And so far, it doesn't really seem like anyone is making a mistake here on the ECB side. It's looking so solid. Now, so many players are rotating in. Still haven't forced T-spawn or anything, but they don't have to. Oh, Cobra now gets 1 kill, gets traded by Lucky. All on to Marco. It is possible a 3k, but look at the time. It's only 20 seconds left. It gets 1. And he will have to run for the bomb.
He's got no time. He knows it. It's gone.
He knows, just like, shit. Can't do much here. So maybe we'll spot a player here or there. He spots 1 actually. Ooh.
The Hardy player's going to go for this. Oh, I thought he was going to peek out of jungle.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's just going to go after time. There was no reason to lose that round when it was like a 1v4 or something. That would be very awkward if you would lose that. So in that case, just play time and run away.
Marco actually dies after time and therefore loses.
Yes.
Gets no money, and this map is just growing ever more. It's just growing even further away from Swordfish Banjaluka with every round, and ECV Esports doing a great job at it. They're holding down the fort. Their T side was impeccable, and it's just amazing to see the team play this well. As Ice Cold gets a nice pick early on, and TJ gets another one onto Marco on the A bomb site, and now it's just down to Cobra, Itzio, and Simon. All in mid, and Simon goes down. So does Cobra. There's just... I don't know at this point what Swordfish Banjaluka can do, really. There's not much I could suggest. They maybe need to hopefully go into map 2 with a refreshed mind and refreshed enthusiasm about their play, because currently they're playing a bit deflated. They're not really trying to do anything special. Itzio spots out TJ, gets a nice tag onto him, looks away expecting a flash, but no flash came. TJ gets the nice headshot, and that is match point for ECV Esports.
Yeah, at this moment it kind of looks like ECV Esports is crushing Swordfish here. Like, you would think maybe Swordfish would be the stronger team, but damn, they are proving us wrong here. It's a very, very promising map for ECV here. Oh, Marco here actually pushes. Doesn't really connect. The second kill actually gets traded, but they're in having a man advantage here. And someone's spraying through the smoke. TJ does spot the other player here on mid. And Ichigo actually got a frag on B. It was a Hardy player. That means it's now open. Bomb is actually going to go towards it. And TJ has to retake. That's a nice first kill from Ichigo here. I can't really play down. Nice call. Does manage to get Ichigo, but yet again, 2-man advantage, and that means Swordfish will get one more round, but still match point.
Yeah, and actually, just thinking about it, ECV did actually pick this map, and it's gone exactly the way they wanted it to. Swordfish actually picked the CT side to start on, and that didn't go too well for them as we seen in that first half. So we see now the Swordfish side actually have a full buy, and ECV have no weapons in their pockets. So we're going to see now if Swordfish can take advantage of the situation as 2 quick kills go their way, but nobody checked under. TJ with a CZ actually takes down Izuo, but Maka gets a quick refrag onto him, and that, wow, Marco, nice little 360 to take down a Lucky in the connector position, leaving just Daxia rotating in through the... Oh, he was going to go Palace, but jumps down onto the little ledge above ramp, and he might actually get an easy kill onto Cobra here if Cobra doesn't check this. He does. Nice from Cobra. That was great.
Yeah.
Another easy round. Well, I say another easy round. An easy round for Swordfish Banjo.
It hasn't been that easy, I would say.
Correct. I need to think about what I say.
Yeah. I mean, they were on an eco. Let's be fair here. But another full buy now for ECV, and this it can be very important, because if you lose this round, you could end up in this spiral that will go down and down, and if you notice, it might be in overtime. We've seen it before, actually, here in the City League. You know, games that were like 15-7 or something, and then it still ends up being in overtime and they lose. They don't want that happening, and seeing that one player, it means that they will just burst now. Hardy player goes down. They actually now gets Marco through the box here. And this looking like quite a solid retake. There's actually a player coming very low towards Market. CJ gets him though, and that means it's only 3 players. And that's now actually 2, as I was talking, and this is now all falling apart for Swordfish. It's Maka now here trying to do it all on his own, and it was not enough. And this means ECV will win the first map of the best of 3.
Yeah, that was a great map for ECV Esports, and why is this continuing?
I think that's because of their own server.
Yeah,
we like on the webcam we see already players walking away, and like everyone is pretty much AFK here. So I think they're just gonna
send it back to us. I think maybe
they actually will stay in the server and just change the map.
Possibly,
so everyone
yes,
will.
that
will make things maybe a little bit easier for everyone.
But yeah, the second map is going to be Inferno.
Yeah.
Which hopefully will be coming to you shortly, and I think we're going to throw it to a quick break whilst we wait for the server to be updated and the map to be changed and everything, and the players to have a little break, of course, as you see them doing now.
Yeah.
So I'm sure join us back shortly for map 2 of the grand finals of season 6 CSGO City League. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the City League Grand Final.
Let's go now.
TPM goes big dangerous into the back. Welcome back to the City League Grand Final.
One, two, three, four. Let's go now.
The TPM Dogs makes things dangerous into the back.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the City League. We are here for the grand finals. Moving on to the second map, it's ECP Esports heading off against Saltfish Banja Luka. The fist bumps are already coming in. Everyone is excited. You know, ECP Esports are very hyped since they won the first map. 1 point. And Saltfish will have to turn up the game and see if they can still pull a map to get it to the third. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, and we're already into map 2. It is already live now as we see ECV taking a quick approach towards the apartments position. TJ and the Hardy player both pushing in, getting that early map control as we see a 4-man stack on the B-bomb site coming out from Swordfish Banja Luka. Now, that's quite common on this map as we do usually see a quick banana rush coming out from T sides, but it seems that ECV have got different ideas. They've got something different written down in their playbook, and now it looks like it's going to be a slow A push with only Marco on this bomb site to try and hold off the 5-man push that will be slowly coming his way. They're just taking their time, playing for information, seeing if they can spot anyone out, getting that utility to where it needs to be. It looks like there's going to be an arch smoke coming out from Lucky, and there it goes. Oh, no, sorry, a long smoke. And that actually draws Marco's attention away from the apartments position, and that gives the 3 players there the perfect opportunity to actually push out now. If they did, they'd essentially be walking out into an empty bomb site, and this 4-man stack is still on the B bomb site. They're determined that it's going to be a B push, but now the A hit comes out, and they're going to get a free plant with no damage taken. There's not even been any gunshots exchanged between the two teams in this extremely strange round that's come out here. But now it's going to be a 5-on-5 retake for the Swordfish Banja Luka side, and they have got so much information to gather. They have no idea where these T's are. We've got 3 of them in the pit position and 2 on the bomb site itself, and we've got 4 players coming in from short from Swordfish Banja Luka and 1 in the apartments as we see them just trying to get a pick in this situation. And that flashbang coming out from the ECV side actually catches out 2 of the Swordfish Banja Luka side, and now Simon's actually on the bomb. Oh, the Hardy player is going for the knife. He gets it in the smoke, and that stops the defuse, but I don't think they have time. They don't have time. That knife actually won them around.
The knife worked so great.
The remaining 2 players from Swordfish Banja Luka actually go down to the bomb, and wow, what a round!
Oof. Yes, and actually we had I'm not sure who it was again, but there was someone in chat who was screaming for a knife kill, and finally there is one. So yeah, ECP winning the pistol yet again. The pistols are looking strong, and it's SMGs now, 2 rifles. They kind of like to go for a fast B here, and the smoke is coming out, maybe to bait a player. It's not really going. There's nothing happening at the moment. Yeah, so where maybe the last round kind of went wrong, the CTs didn't really peek Banana at any point in the round. It was just waiting. If it maybe would have, peeked it and just gathered the info that no one was coming, they might have turned around. But look at this now. It's with a deagle once again, getting a crisp or a shot here on Dakshi. TJ is running in the side together with Ice Cold. Lucky blinds everyone, and that's the B site. Makar actually, he's looking to through and push it, and no, it doesn't really work out for him. Hard players holding the flying. Simon is coming here with his teammate from the construction area. But yeah, there's mollies, everything, you know, the T's are forward util. Seeds has got nothing, pretty much. There's Marco. What did he do? Oh no! Oh, I thought, is he gonna try again? And I thought it would have gone this way. But sadly, he gets seen once again. Oh, look at this. TJ is now buying a Zeus. Well.
Yeah,
2 rounds
ECB
now.
take a second round quite comfortably there after the first round, which was a bit of a mess coming out for both teams. But we'll see what ECB and Swordfish Banjaluka now can do with a somewhat decent buy across the board for both teams. Two of the Swordfish side actually without head armor, and Lucky proving that, taking out. Oh, that's actually a team kill coming out from Daxia onto Lucky himself. And now that leaves ECB in quite an awkward position of a 3v3 as Marco on low HP goes down to Ice Cold on the second mid position and now leaves it a 3v2. And this position from Daxia already on the B bomb site, he has no idea that Simon's here. He's going to be calling out that this B bomb site is clear, but it's not. And Simon, if he takes this kill, it could might ruin the round. He's looking the wrong way. He hasn't even noticed that. He hasn't noticed. But he gets the kill and stops the bomb. This could be the round. Simon's positioning has been amazing here. He's played this so perfectly. Actually doesn't hear the player coming in from behind, but Maka now is in a prime position to actually stop this plant. TJ is going to have no idea where he's coming from. And Maka now with the headshot, and that's a nice round from Swordfish Banjaluka. Simon doing amazingly playing around that construction site. Yeah.
Simon was a little too greedy though for the AK, and that cost him his life. Which, if TJ would have done different in that scenario, and they would have lost a round, that would be very unfortunate. But it did go their way, which means Swordfish is now taking the first round. And Ice Cold is just hungry. He's just like, I'm gonna go through everything. And Flash is coming up from his teammate, clearing up Banana. And there's 2 players here on the CT side. They're gonna boost up Cobra here. And the bomb is still dropped in like apps, or like the bottom of it towards spawn, so it could still really go either way. The T's are pretty much spread out in case anyone pushes somewhere for maybe some info, get some some info on like where the CTs are positioned at this moment. They're going very slow this round, which is maybe not something we've seen so far ECV do. They tend to go for some fast pushes. But look at this. Bombers are being picked up, and they're going towards B. And Ice Cold was already pushed up quite far. And Molly's now coming in, which will definitely force a CT away. And that's Simon now in the dark position. He spots a player, and another Molly lands on top of him. He dies. If it wouldn't have been for the kill, he would have burned alive. And that's the site taken once again, and they call it. They will have to save. You know, the round they just won, it was too good, and you can't just lose it all again. So wow, that was I think it's so incredible to see how ECB just conquer these bomb sites. Like they just, you know, they burst in, take out all of them, clear the angles very well with both util and just, you know, killing the players. And
that's exactly what they need to do.
Yeah, it's great teamwork, and it's working out so good.
Yeah, that's another easy round coming out from ECV Esports. They actually had some great team play to actually take that B bomb site, and they actually only lost 1 player in the process. And their economy still isn't the greatest, but I can imagine that they're going to be that economy is going to be growing ever further now as we see a somewhat unusual buy coming out from the Swordfish Banjaluka side. A couple of rifles that were saved from the last round, but the rifles did actually purchase some utility behind them, which I thought they would have saved that economy for the next round to be able to buy up some more weapons and potentially some more utility. As that flashbang from TJ onto Marco. Marco nearly misses his shot onto TJ, but gets a refrag after TJ takes down Simon. Almost gets a second, puts the Hardy player down to 3 HP as the CTs have a read on this bomb site push right now. And Maka actually gets the Hardy player, but doesn't spot Daxia above the smoke there. Now it's a 3v2 retake for Swordfish Banjaluka, and both players only on pistols, and it's a very hard situation for the Swordfish Banjaluka side to be in. And oh, lucky. That's a beautiful flashbang coming in from the bomb site from Daxia as well. And that's the round, and that nade! Oh, Daxia,
No, Daxi!
That's the second time he's killed Lucky in this game.
No, what's he doing? The name wasn't even necessary. The enemy's already died.
I was wondering why Daxia's on 0 kills. He's team killed twice. That is exactly why Daxia's on 0 kills.
The enemies were gone. Stop throwing nades. Alright, so that was short clip worthy, I would say. So right now, the ECB Esports is spread out once again. 2 players, or actually 3 players now towards apps. And a player holding banana in case anyone wants to grab some information, he can deny it for sure. Smoke will come in return from all the activity that's happening in apps. And Simon is just patiently holding boiler. Might actually work out. Hardy player is looking to peek it. And a nade will come out. We did peek, but Simon couldn't really get him. He wasn't. He was looking the other way. And the T's here now grouping up around the bracket area. Flash is coming in. Simon falling back to the side onto the box. They will have to anchor the bomb site right now. There's actually 1 player already going down from Marco. And this means now with 1 player lost in the whole situation, regroup towards B, since Daxia was just still holding it very comfortably. And Smoke's coming in, flashes out, Molly, everything, and Hardy played with the knife first. It's still here. Woo! Daxi, what are you doing? Daxi, you killed yet another teammate. That's the 3rd time already. And this is now a 2 versus 1. Marco with the AWP. He did get some nice kills before, but this is quite tough with an AWP. He's looking, no one's peeking him. Oh, he's clearing all the angles. Maybe it's a play banana, but little does you know they're all on the site. And yeah, this is pretty much a safe situation in this case. And the T's will have to run. Maybe he can grab an exit if a player crosses right now. And that's the one. And that's actually Daxi getting marked up, but he would die in the process. He was still on the site. But another good round from ECV. Even though Daxi killed another teammate.
I was going to say that maybe Daxia's colorblind and can't actually see who is who, but then he actually manages to get Marco on the exit, so I can't really make that joke, but Daxia's actually plush now. He's actually got 1 kill, technically, as opposed to the 0 he was on previously, and now he's actually popping off. Let's hope he doesn't kill another teammate in this round. Spraying through the smoke, almost taking down Simon on the other side of it, but none of his shots connecting, as we've actually got Maka and Marco in this apps position, just waiting to see if they could pick anyone off, going for the long rotation. And Simon actually getting a nice kill onto Daxia in the construction site, and Lucky getting the easy refrag onto him. But now, and again, another easy round for ECV Esports. And again, Swordfish Banjaluka looking like they're struggling in this matchup against ECV. And it's just not going well for them at all.
Yeah. This is definitely it's almost going pretty much the same way as last map. I think the score was also 6-1, even though they did get the first round a little earlier than last match. But this once again is not looking too good for Swordfish. Ooh, and Ice Cold is waiting, and the smoke will come out. He's tagged to 55 health. Will throw a nade in return. Doesn't do much. It lands too deep, and look at this. It was pushing up so incredibly close. He pushes back. Oh, Ice Cold almost gets a second. He wasn't. Oh, he was so quick. It was pushing all the way through Banana. That's a very smart move. Actually, is looking to get him back, but he won't push that far. It's a 3-on-3, and this is what Swordfish needs. They will have to calm down a little bit and wait for what the teams will do. It's actually quite smart that Ito is still quite far a Banana to get the info. So if he dies, you know, his CT can maybe rotate in quite fast. Oh, they expected, but it's not there. It's one down further. Oh, he actually does get spotted, and the flash also just blinds him, and that just leaves Itsuo to die for. Cobra is here, maybe in time, but the smoke lands, and this will be a very hard retake. If he's very fast, he can do it. If he gets the kill now, that's one. The bomb is still not planted. There's only 20 seconds on the clock. This can be it for Swordfish if they act now. Mako is not connecting a shot. And it's just now hard to play here in water. And very smart, actually, player than Banana. Ooh! Cobra was looking to jump up on top of him, but that didn't work out. Yeah, Maka here with the HWP. No one's gonna peek him. It's just like... they're playing tag here with him, and they won't catch him. This is looking so convincingly from ECV. 7 rounds now. And yeah, wow.
Compared to the performances we've seen come out from Swordfish Banjaluka in the past couple of weeks and the previous seasons of the City League CSGO, this is very surprising. It's actually very disappointing. We're not seeing any of the big hitters in the form of Marco, Simon, or Izuo actually really take a hold of this match. They're all struggling to get many frags. They're all struggling to get up that leaderboard and help their team. As Ice Cold gets a nice triple kill on Banana, and now Marco finally gets the Zeus that he's been hoping for from the first map and the first earlier engagement on this map. As now ECV take the B bomb site with ease after that triple kill from Ice Cold, leaving Maka and Marco to see what they can do. I'd imagine Marco's going to be saving that Krieg that he has in his hands, as you see him running down second mid, going towards T-spawn, and I'd imagine just going to sit in a corner and hope he doesn't get found by the T side of ECV Esports. And it looks like they actually might hunt on this. We see TJ is actually probing towards mid, but he's actually going the wrong way, so it looks like Marco might just... that peek from Lucky almost, but Ice Cold, low HP, easy kill for Marco. Taking another gun away from the ECV side, but their economy is in a good place, and again, another easy round for ECV.
Yeah.
There's the replay of the Zeus.
Yeah. I was like, is he finally gonna do it? And that's so satisfying if it works out. You must be very happy. At least he will get the Zeus skill. And here they actually go out. Quite a fast push from both sides here. Look at this. Izuo was already pushing up mid. He doesn't really get out alive. But he did get 2 players, and that means he's now down 3. Lucky's trying to get up here. Ooh, and look at this. Maka here is pushing apps. It might be very good, but Maka will get him. He has the bomb now. But where is the last player? Oh, he's up the stairs, and Lucky does get him. Who knows what Lucky can do? If he can pull out a 4K here, that would be insane. Oh no. This is looking very awkward here. Can't really connect. That's one shot. He's trying to go for the second. Doesn't connect. Marco will get him with a USB. Nice shot. And it's the second round for Swordfish.
Yeah, hopefully they can capitalize on it. Hopefully they can do something with the weapons they'll get into this round. Double up setup coming in the form of Simon and Marco. Marco, who I know is the primary AWPer for the Swordfish side. If we gets a nice early peek on mid and misses the shot onto Lucky, gets a second chance and misses once again. But see, oh, there's fast push coming out from TV now, and they just convulge on him and just ruin his day. He was hoping to get a couple more picks out of that $4,750 investment, and ice cold getting Idzero through the barrel of the A-bomb site, and now this is actually doable for the Swordfish Manager Lucas side. Jaxia and Ice Cold both on quite low health. I say that as Jaxia takes down Cobra, and we see Simon instantly turn around and it's like, nope, I'm not going. I'm saving my gun. I'm not losing it. It's mine. Okay. And again, an easy round from ECV. They can respond to any situation that Swordfish put in front of them, and Swordfish sadly cannot do the same, and it's showing in this matchup so far.
Yeah, this is very tough. You know, Inferno, CT side of map, not getting many rounds. This, yeah, it's looking kind of like a deflating balloon, like we were saying in the first map. They're not really stepping up as we were used to from them. It's almost like they're underperforming here. But maybe, who knows, ECV is maybe stronger than we thought they were gonna be. And it isn't so easy after all for Swordfish. So, actually, lots of players here coming up. Banana, getting some control. Forced actually player back from Swordfish onto the site. Smoke now in turn. Holding off any pushes that might have come in. And there's such a player that's pushing. Cobra's gonna push for the smoke! Nice flash, but Ice will look away. And that means he will get him. Oh, that was unfortunate. Actually, Molly now in return, and Flash is coming out. The T's will storm the sides. There's two CTs actually here. Marco's holding the smoke behind him. A re-smoke will come in, and it will take him! Oh, that's... Oh, so sour. If that would have worked out, it would have been the bomb plant. No, and oh... But now it's just impossible. Marco's actually gonna go and push the smoke, not working out at all. It's just looking to fall apart once again. It's cold. They're gonna save, go for an exit, but nothing more. 2 ops, FAMAS. It's yeah. At this point, what can you do? Oh, Isidro gets a nice exit. Actually, Marco here as well with the orb. Didn't take their most costly weapon, but still nice. And yeah, they will probably have to buy around this. Simon can drop a weapon for... Oh no, never mind. They still got the orb, of course.
I'm actually surprised that the Hardy players bought a Mac 10 into this round. His teammate Lucky has $7,250. I guess he's going to be going. Yeah, he's going to go for a fast push towards the A apartments, as Lucky does get a nice wall bang onto Marco in the A apartments. But look at this positioning from Maka. If he manages to push at the right time, which he might do right now, he picks up the dropped AWP from his teammate and decides to molly off the balcony and essentially ruins his chance, but he still manages to get behind the tees as the bomb has been planted now, and they have been set up in post-plant positions, and he's expecting a player in apartments, but he doesn't expect Lucky from the balcony room, as now just Idzuo is spotted out Lucky and might get this frag onto him, but Lucky gets the lucky deagle, should we say, as now it's a 4v1. 3 of the ECV side are all low health, but Cobra, can he do much with this situation? Doesn't look like he can, as Daxian manages to get the refrag. And now the money situation isn't looking too good for Swordfish Banjaluka. Yeah. Marco gets dropped the AWP. Let's see what they can do with it going into this round.
Yeah. I look at this. ECV's looking strong. 4 players above 10 kills. Actually, most of them on 11 and 12. Daxi is a little bit behind, but you know, it's working out for the team, so they can't complain. Marcus holding mid currently. Bomb is dropped at T-ramp. Teams are walking out on mid, and that's a holiday play that goes down. Lucky returns with the hop on T-ramp. And TJ is looking here to clear out Absent. That's a perfect timing as Maka just walks around the corner. Yeah, and now they got Abs control. Maybe Lucky will have to collect the bomb. They will do that in a second as his teammates will go and clear the site. But look at this, all the CT are here. TJ takes down Itsubo and Simon return. Ice Cool. He just gets Simon. He was looking towards him, but it just couldn't get him. And now it's all onto Cobra once again. Lucky's coming out. Cobra actually had a good position for the cross, but Daxi was in pit, and that means the end. And now it's the last round of the first half. Everything will have to come out. Force your way into it.
Yeah, an extremely promising and exciting first half coming up from ECV Esports. Certainly not the way that we expected these maps to go. ECV have just showed up and been like, yeah, we're not giving you a chance to get into this final. There's Ice Cold. Why are ECV killing themselves more than Swordfish are killing them? There's been a total of 14 kills coming out from ECV.
Oh, Ice Cold!
Swordfish actually might get another round into this as it gets brought back down to a 2v2 by Lucky and TJ. That 4v2 could have been a very nice situation for Swordfish going into this final round as TJ goes to peak apartments but thinks second of it. And Marco almost has the drop on him, but TJ managed to get the spin around and see him coming out of that door. And Simon now has a read on this. He's slowly rotating in. He has the AK, he has the smoke, and he has a kit and full head armor. Lucky and TJ now to try and hold out this bomb site. They're going to hear those footsteps. He goes to the bomb planter, manages to get him, but that's the round. As I was going to say in the middle of that round before it all kicked off that ECV have actually killed teammates 4 times. At the point in time that I was about to say that, Cobra and Simon both had 4 kills to their name. So,
yeah,
it was quite interesting.
Yes.
But now we go into the second half, and Swordfish. In fact, I think ECV are going to take a quick break and possibly give their players a couple of minutes break, as they have called a tactical timeout. As we see them now, having a drink, having a chat, maybe having a discussion about how they should go about this second half. But the way they've been going about it so far, I couldn't fault them. And what do you think, Velis? That again, I asked you this question at the end of the first half last game. What can Swordfish Banjaluka do to try and combat this?
This
so ECV hard. Side.
Yeah, this is looking so incredibly solid. They are prepared for just anything. It doesn't matter how many people were on the site. So it was just like running over them pretty much. Great util usage. That's something that I've been seeing. You know, every time they wanted to clear up B, all the mollies came in. You know, first it came on new box, for example, pushed them to dark. Then that molly came in. The timing was absolutely perfect. It did look like the preparation for today, because they did came in early, I heard, does really pay off. And it's so hard to just go against it. I would say, you know, on the T side, maybe try and pick up the pace against ECV. I just don't know what else you could try here. Try to do something unexpected they haven't seen from you yet. Change your play style, but hey. So here we go, pistol round number 4. And they're all trying to go through mid here. That's quite different. We usually tend to see a B push. Oh, well, never mind. It is going to go towards B. Mid didn't work out. And Ice Cold is here together with the Hardy player. And, oh, Lucky and Hardy player gets some crisp headshots. Cobra in return gets Hardy player. Smokes is already lined up. And Marco has a great position. He was blind for a quick second. But that looked perfect, and Lucky though is behind the smoke. Ice Cold now, alright. And Taxi was there in CT, and they were trapping Simon. There was nowhere he could go. I'm gonna say this. ECV Esports is probably the best team on pistol rounds in the City League.
Well, they've not lost a single one in this grand final so far, and that's quite the feat to say, especially against this Swordfish Banjaluka side, who we have seen are very good with pistols, but we'll see what Swordfish Banjaluka can do to try and get themselves back into this game with a couple of Mac 10s and the rest of the players on Deagles. It's Zero with a Deagle, who we know can hit some very, very, very interesting shots with it, as now we see them slowly setting up towards the B site with Idzuo and both Marco trying to gather some info, as nice damage is done on Daxia, and Idzuo actually manages to get the refrag onto him as he's going to keep pushing this. Oh, there we go. There's one of those interesting shots that I was talking about. Goes to TJ, and it gets a third now. And he takes this A bomb site all by himself with the Desert Eagle now as the CT start rotating in through archers. As now it's a 4v2, but the advantage is in the CTs right now. They have the... Oh, no, I did say that as Maka picks up a UMP, as now Cobra around this corner. That's one of the full health players gone from the Swordfish Banjaluka side. Idzuo only on 2 HP, and it looks like a save's been called from the ECV side. Being this far ahead, that's actually very surprising. I thought they would have just gone for it and had a little bit of fun, but no, they're having second thoughts. They're going to save and maybe go for a few exits on this round. Give Swordfish the lead, give Swordfish the round, and be like, okay, we'll come back next time. We'll come back with proper weapons. It's okay. But Swordfish did very well. I say Swordfish, it's just Idzuo did it all as Ice Cold. Can he get some more of these weapons in his race from the T side? And he can, along with the help of Hardy player, and only one gun coming out of that round for the Swordfish Banjaluka side, and that is a scout that was on Mako, which has now been dropped.
Yeah, they might actually have been pretty smart, you know, taking away those guns and going for it and doing quite a lot of damage, because as you will see, the buy is not the best. You know, Scat Mac 10, Galil, but still enough neutral to work with. And look at this, flashes coming in. Simon's tight a little bit. Ooh, and a molly now in return. There is not much util, so this molly is already very crucial. Ice Squad is boosted up now on the B side. Smoke coming in. He will return with the smoke, and Marco will actually push through it. No, he backs off, and all the util will come out now. Ice Cold can't really do it, and this is looking very, very scary. Look at this. Lucky is all on his own. The other players are actually flanking currently. Cobra now with the molly. They have nothing to walk through that. No armor, nothing. This means this will probably be another save. Hardy plays this a nice exit. He does almost get Cobra here. And that was Daxi. Oh, Daxi with the Zeus. Come on, Daxi. I know you can do it. Ooh, he can't quite connect it. Oh, look at this! No, he misses! Oh, that's sad. And all players survive now for Swordfish. And money is still looking quite awkward for ECV. Not everyone can buy. So it probably will be one more eco pistol, maybe some armor. And then save for next round.
Hopefully this is going to be the revival of Swordfish, the Swordfish Banjaluka that we know right now. They seem to be gaining a bit of traction. That round was fairly easy for them, although it was up against a half buy, but still can't take any away from this, from the CSGO. These rounds can retain any and all sorts of weird and wacky outcomes, as we see a nice early kill coming out from Marco onto Daxter on the A bomb site. As they took the bomb site with relative ease, but two CTs are both still on the bomb site on that long position. Both TJ and Lucky are both there now as Cobra starts pushing towards the smokers. Ichigo gets a nice pick onto Lucky in mid, and then TJ gets taken. God, this is just a bloodbath coming out right now as Cobra now just pulls out the pistol just to try and take out a grenade. All of this team damage. I want to know after this game how much team damage has been done by the by the two teams in this matchup right now, as Marco gets a nice easy frag onto the Hardy player, and that's another round going the way of Swordfish Banjaluka.
Yeah, finally, it's looking quite good. You know, some money stacking up, especially for Cobra here. But, you know, Bible coming from ECV, and if they will win this round and take it back, damn, will it be hard to close it out for Swordfish. So, you know, Swordfish is going to take it slow. Wait a little bit. Bait maybe a smoke out here on the B side. Not happening yet. And this moment they're just spreading out. Maybe they can get a kill somewhere. Like, he's also very patient, waiting for any player here to cross. Slowly but slowly, there's two players coming up towards mid. Oh, and just at the time, Lucky is turning away. Marco's pushing up very, very carefully. And he walks right into the crosshair of Lucky, and that's the first. Actually, these are still spread out. No one has still picked up the bomb, and time is ticking currently. 40 seconds on the clock. The bomb will now be picked up from the banana players, and Simon is gonna try and clear it long. Flash coming over behind the smoke. And look at this. They just used their util to get another player over to the A site. And Lucky is already trying to see if maybe a player went through arch, and he's very careful here. And Icehold's position is great. No one saw him, and he can just get easy frags now. Now they know because of the intel. Simon gets him. And the molly is actually not deep enough. It just lands on the fountain. It does break Hardy player here. You can't really see him. But look. Wait.
The timing.
Oh!
The timing.
They didn't manage to plant the bomb in time. Oh, that's so sad.
I think they were like 0.2 seconds away from getting that bomb down in time and potentially having a chance to win that round. But either way, it was a 3v1. I think in that situation, it would have been very hard for the last player to clutch it for the Swordfish Banjaluka side. And now that takes ECV Esports on to match point, and grand final point. And they're looking formidable right now. And Swordfish Banjaluka only managed to take 5 rounds from them in the first game, or 6, I think. And now they've only managed 5 so far. Is it going to be a repeat? Are we going to see an easy grand final coming out from ECV Esports? It's quite a split bag of weapons right now. we see an orb on either side of the counter-terrorists on terrorists, as the terrorists do seem to be edging towards that A-bomb site, but a bit of utility comes out and then confusion. TJ holding this pit position now. He fears there's one in apartments, and he would be correct in that assumption. As Cobra now edging up this short position as actually a couple of T's rotate back towards the B bomb site. Hardy player had actually rotated over to A, but he fears that something's going on. But yeah, it looks like this A bomb site is going to be taken by the T's as they now start pushing in. The smokes are going down. TJ is smoked off in the pit position, gets 2, but manages to get refragged. And the third, actually, oh, there's still one in pit. They don't know about this. The bomb goes down as Marco looks to try and get him with the AWP.
The time.
And this could be game, set, and match. And there it is. ECV Esports are your Season 6 CSGO champions. That is game, set, and match. Wow. I was certainly not expecting that, Veerless.
No.
As I don't think anyone was going into this match.
No. Saltfish were, of course, the favourites as they are the current reigning. ECV Esports with a brand new team, currently actually with 4 stand-ins, and they can still make it work. Their mentality is just very, very strong. They can conquer anything, even with maybe not as much as preparation as you would have liked. But this is just so solid. And we've got to congratulate them. They did so incredibly well. They conquered so many great teams here at the City League. They are now your winner.
I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless. I was not expecting that at all coming out from ECV Esports, especially after our pre-match discussion where you did tell me that they had 4 stand-ins. I was like, this is going to be a really tough match for them, but it seems they really proved me wrong. And I'm proud of it. That was a very, very entertaining game to watch. Very good players coming out on the ECV side, and it's always nice to see a team that plays so well, who are basically the same as Swordfish Banjaluka were last season, and it's great. Not much celebration coming out from their side, but either way, it's still an amazing thing to see and see how well they played together. And I imagine they're all now just watching the stream now, just seeing how it ended. And
yes.
So
they're so excited.
It's a great game. Great, well played from both teams. Sad to see Banjaluka, who didn't put up much of a fight, but
yeah, we would have seen or love to see a little bit more of close match. Sadly, it wasn't the case. But yeah, you got to give props to ECV here. If I'm correct, they only dropped 1 map in the whole tournament.
Wow.
That was actually last week against against Antwerp Lions, and that was overtime. That was still so incredibly close. It feels almost like they're untouchable at this point if you can just pull off this type of performance against like Saltfish, which is like a very, very good team. Who knows? You can see what they can pull off, and it's insane. It's very sick to see, and I'm actually happy that we could see maybe kind of the underdog coming up back from season 1 and 2, but with a total different team. And now it's just like we're gonna pull it off. They were hungry for the win, and they have it.
And I think that, sad to say, is the end of CSGO Season 6.
Yes.
From what I've seen, Veerless, you and your co-caster did a great job at bringing the fans this season and bringing everyone. Great casting, and the production team, as usual, have been amazing. There's been issues, but we've overcome them. We've worked with them, and it's been great, honestly, to be back here once again. It's been so fun to cast alongside you, Veerless, and I'd like to personally say thank you to you, and thank you to everyone at the City League, all the production, everyone that works on everything to make it work as smoothly as it did, and thank you to all the fans that have been watching tonight. Yeah, I think that's my
Yeah.
closing thoughts. What about you, Velas?
Yeah, I've almost got nothing to add. Pretty much everything you said is so true. You know, the whole crew worked incredibly hard. You know, also thanks to all the players that have been participating here. We always love to see some great Counter Strike. And you know, be sure to sign up your team maybe for the next season. Because we love to see some great Counter Strike. So if you think you've got what it takes, don't hesitate and stay tuned for some more great Counter Strike. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much, Jakey, for joining me this final. And I think this is it from us for this season.
Yep.
All
And
right.
I think that is it. Goodbye. Thank you all once again.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you, and see you hopefully next season.
Congrats to ECV Esports once again. Season 6 Grand Champions. Well done.
Welcome back to the City League Grand Final.
One, two, three, four. Let's go now.
The TPM Dogs make things dangerous into the back.